This free app promises you a six-pack in 30 days. I downloaded the app and for 30 days I trained and followed the hardest program on the app to see if I can get myself looking like this. I ended up with 15 hours of over and underexposed footage of me grunting, sweating, doing moves wrong, and a lot of attention from my personal trainer. But did I get myself from looking like this to looking like this in 30 days? Let's find out. Every workout follows the same pattern. At first there is 5 warm-up moves that were always the same. 6 bent leg twists, 8 reverse crunches, 10 V crunches, 40 seconds of flutter kicks, which was until the very end one of the hardest moves, and 30 heel touches. Then we have about 5 to 7 different exercises, changing daily. In the middle there is a plank, then the first set of exercises done again, and in the end sideways plank on both sides. At the very end a few stretches. Every 4th day was a rest day, so that meant in the end there were 23 training days and 7 rest days. And we're ready to kick off day 1. Right at the warm-ups I realized this isn't going to be easy. But we got them done. And then it's time for our real exercises. At first, mountain climbers 30 seconds, X-Men crunches. I didn't know how to do this. You're supposed to sit all the way up, but I just kind of curled up in the ball. Then we have a move called Heels to the Heavens, where you're supposed to keep your legs straight and move them up, but my stiff legs wouldn't have any of that. Next, 16 side crunches per side. You're supposed to exercise your side here, but I just wiggled my head around and made my neck stiff. And I wasn't too happy about that. Then 16 V-ups, 20 dumbbell Russian twists, and 50 seconds of planking. You have my coach keeping eye on my form. And then first set of moves done again. Here I figure out how to properly do the side crunches. If you lift your legs up a little, it helps a lot. Then sideways planking, then a couple more stretches and we are done with day 1.
First day done. I feel pretty exhausted. Maybe tomorrow is gonna be easy.
But it wasn't going to be. The very next day I had a whole new set of exercises to be done and they were a lot harder. Cross arm crunches 26. Alt V up 16 times. Crunches with legs raised 16 times. Clapping crunches 26 times. Oblique V up 16 per side. And cross knee planks if you didn't think normal planking was hard enough.
That was a lot harder than yesterday's. Still doable.
Other moves included during the first week: dumbbell side bends, where I filled my legs and my coach. Leg in and outs 30 seconds. Seated abs counterclockwise and clockwise circles. Then some dumbbell action with dumbbell torture tucks. And a lot of familiar moves to fill the rest of the week. And of course, more planks and more planks and more planks. And off we go to week 2 with compilation of all the warm-ups done. And then we have a couple new moves. 1 down, 2 ups. Sit-up twists, classic ab move 30 times. Then we have a couple new dumbbell moves. Dumbbell bicycle pass. Dumbbell paddle boats. And dumbbell crunches.
Day 11. Feeling really tired.
With confidence through the roof we go forward, having a great time. Yay. Exercising almost every day was pretty tough for the first few weeks, and I had to take a couple of extra rest days. And most of these clips make it seem that doing this were pretty easy for me. But most of the last reps on the second half looked more like this. And especially when the rep count was around 30 or higher per exercise. But I just kept on training, move after move. And eventually, doing the exercises did start to get easier, and I finally had a sort of a breakthrough on day 14.
For the first time today, I really felt that I've made progress on this. Even the harder moves felt more doable and not that exhausting. Yay! It feels nice.
And that boosted my motivation to new levels. But the program didn't let me off the hook that easily. The rep count kept increasing and planking timer went up to 1 minute per plank. Also towards the end, most of the exercises concentrated around dumbbells. And especially these were really tough on shoulders, not abs. And that meant 1 minute planks in the middle were starting to get really hard. And especially on my shoulders that were already burning from the dumbbell exercises. As you can see here, I wasn't having that much fun anymore doing these planks. But a little rest and I kept on going. At this point I might also add that I had fairly good chances of succeeding with this. First I took it seriously. My body's fat percent was already pretty low at the start. At the same time I also quit using alcohol, cut most of my extra sugar intake and overall tried to eat more protein and eat more healthy. So I made a fairly big change to my previous lifestyle, with added 500 to 800 calories burnt with the exercises, added to decrease calorie intake when taking alcohol and sugar out of the equation, meant that I lost about 5 kilos in the first 3 weeks of exercise, which obviously helps with visual abs when you lose weight. This is me 3 weeks in, and you can already see some results.
There's something there.
After I noticed that my weight was dropping, I started to eat more and I added weight training to my exercises so that I could increase my muscle mass. And slowly my weight started to rise again. At the start I weighed about 69 kilos. 3 weeks in I weighed about 64 kilos and at the end about 66 kilos. So I just kept on powering through. Dumbbells, V-ups, classic crunches and planks. And finally, after 23 days of exercise and about 9 rest days, I was done. And I was feeling good. And in the end, I managed to get myself looking like this. So does this work? Yes. Obviously, changing your whole diet helps a lot. And depending on your starting point, the end results might be different from mine, but simply completing the program would most likely have a positive effect on most people. You should give it a go.